To kind of give you an example of what can happen in something that seems to be a simple case. I represented many years ago a security guard. The security guard was involved in an accident. As a result of this accident, he had a serious back injury. The back injury indicated that most likely he was going to have future back surgery to correct it. He had gone to another lawyer. The lawyer had indicated to him that he should accept an offer around $12,000. This seemed very low under the circumstances. He had some difficulty communicating with the lawyer, and he terminated the services. He came to my office, and I pulled the medical records and bills and looked at all the records and concerning his complaints. It was obvious that he had a severe back problem. The insurance on the other side refused to increase the amount of money owed on the case because they had an agreement with a previous attorney, even though it was not signed. We ended up filing a lawsuit. During the litigation, we determined that his back was very severe. It had over 8 millimeter diameter protrusion, which in the orthopedic world, that means surgery. As a result, after proving up the injury and the severity and the necessity of surgery, we were able to get policy limits from that defendant. In addition, the client had uninsured motorist coverage. This underinsured provision of his own auto policy provided an additional amount of money for the uninsured, an additional policy limit. A part of that was also that he had PIP. So a case that had been told to him the value was at $14, we end up being able to settle the case for $62,500. Now, I'm not saying that this particular case just happens in all cases. I am not saying that at all. What I'm trying to say is it takes experience to know, one, the type of injury and the value it may bring. It also requires knowing the various kinds of policies and what they cover and don't cover. It also requires knowledge about health insurance and subrogation interest in order to be able to protect the money and how much money has to go back to them in the form of subrogation. It can be complicated. It can involve different policies. It can involve a whole host of different kinds of circumstances in a case. That's why this law firm, I think, can help you best, because we have been there knowing how things work because of our vast experience, as well as the attorneys have one object, and that is to advocate your case and discover every dollar possible so that you get a full reimbursement of the damages that you suffered as a result of negligence of someone else. That's what we do, and that's what we do well.